Alright. Welcome back to Super Sentai Review episode 559. Last video in a row, and then it's on Recurring Dragon Hatchling. So, in this one we're discussing episodes 3 through 5 of Kiramager. 3 and 5 themselves are basically character focus episodes. Well, on two of the Rangers. Episode 3 focuses on, of all people, the Blue Ranger. The cool, calculating... Oh yeah, and by the way, that's all an act. Because he's an actor. And the whole thing is that, oh yeah, the monster episode, which... I look at this guy, he looks like one of the monsters from Battlefield J. Despite the fact the monster is based on one from Go Ranger. It's all about clamps. These vices. And squeezing people's heads. The basic clamps. And a lot of the episodes, he gets sick with his head because he was on set and... Luckily, he was creating a Gemini dummy of himself because they're on a lunch break. Actually, that was actually a pretty smart idea to do that. So, then of course he gets stuck in his head. A lot of the episode he has something stuck in his head until Red takes the rod from the other guy using the twist because he used the thing on twist. So he uses it on his head to get it off because it was on his head the whole episode. And the cast and crew of the movie he's on, they notice it, but they don't say anything about it at all, which I thought was really weird. 3 was a really okay episode. 4 I thought was really good. Because this is the episode where Garza basically does something. And I saw something that was like, wait, did they pull something from Tokyuja with this? Because we find that there's this purple, like blackish purple gem, and it forms a train. And by the way, the princess goes with them when they see this thing. And it turns out this is actually the royal family's train. I look at this thing, it looks like one of the trains from Tokyuja. It makes sense. Also, apparently, there's a little hint here. Whenever the princess laughs, basically, it's like a bell inside her making herself laugh. And then, of course, basically, we discover the pilot of the train is none other than Garza, who is, in fact, the princess's uncle, the younger brother of the king. And as for why his skin color is not blue, is weird. Like, he claims, oh, the emperor brainwashed him. We kind of see him in still, we don't really see him in person. We find out later on, yeah, there's actually a lie. So, they whisper in her ear. Then she goes steal a thing shaped like a human heart, which turns a part of her spaceship that she came to Earth in back in the episode 0 movie. So you could say this episode is full of some elements from the movie itself, where apparently the Red Ranger had dreamt what happened on the planet Chrysalis, and Gar's like, "How did you know what happened on the planet Chrysalis?" "I had a dream about it." "And you were laughing. You weren't brainwashed. You lied. You fool." Heck, he even showed him the sketch he drew of him. Which I'm still wondering, how the heck basically to get that as a dream? Was a precognition or something? It was really weird. I'm glad they followed with this. Like, why would they wait in episode 4 to do this? Like, it gets you curious. I'm thinking this should have been episode 2, not episode 4. Could it have been the episode of Order? I don't know. It's my personal theory that 4 was supposed to be 2, but ended up being episode... Because this feels like plot development. It feels like a canon episode compared to episode 3, which feels like filler. But I love episode 4. I thought it was fantastic. Not the case of 5. 5 was weird. Because Yellow was questioning the fact that Jutsu is the lead of the team. Not the fact he is a Red Ranger, the fact he's the lead of the team. And the princess is like, oh, the Red Ranger's always lead of the team. That's a common Sentai trope. There's like, in Red Soldier, you could say the leader is Raisu Red, but he doesn't act that, he doesn't treat himself as a leader. Basically, he sees his team all as equals. But you probably think, is he the one calling shots? Probably. But the whole thing of him being a leader, that comes in wants to play here. And of course, Yellow is like, why am I not the leader? Yeah, this is a weird, like, is he trying to mutiny against his own leader of the team? Not really, no. He just questions, why was he picked? He's picked because it's a standard Sentai trope. The Red Ranger, a lot of the time, except for like on very rare occasions, are treated as lead of the team. And the Shoveler decides to trick him to make the new gems they found, which he was told not to change them yet, into more construction equipment like himself. Like a revolution. And turns out like, his special mission was just more a lie. It's a weird episode. Like, if you're curious about the monsters here, well, in the case of episode 3 was a Vice monster. Oh, by the way, 3 itself, the big known thing about 3, forgot to mention, it kind of felt like mostly like a filler episode, but there is one canon element of the episode. You're like, what is it? The fact this is the episode which debuted the Megazord of this show. Yep. Yeah, this is the first time they do the combine, like all 5 into 1. A little bit earlier than Rider Soldier. Rider Soldier took a little bit of time to do this, but not very long. I think they hit it around before like episode 10, I think it was. This is like episode 3. Oh yeah, and also the Master has his little staff. So yeah, Garza himself is basically kind of the main villain of the episode. We do have a debut of Darkness Mega Beast Smog Jukin. Yeah. Oh, in case you're curious, what's the monster of episode 5? 5, it is Joystick J-Man. Yeah. Because the whole thing with joysticks. And apparently, when he got killed off here, his catchphrase was, "Target lock into your heart," which was used as the words for the preview for Decorators next episode, written by Naroshi, who was I think about this one too. Well, he was the writer. He was basically the main writer of the show. He wrote basically 20 episodes, but at least this was basically 51 he wrote. He didn't write the next episode. It took him. He did write the finale, but he did write a lot of the show. But this was actually his penultimate show he worked on. He would actually return for Gojuju, and that's it. But I would say of the three episodes here, 4 is the best one. No doubt about it. It's the best one. But yeah, that is pretty much it for particular video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Next up is the final episode of Reincarnated Dragon Hatchling. Okay, next video. Bye.